What is up, guys, and welcome back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off by apologizing to anyone who used to watch my channel. I know I've been gone a while. I have a lot to talk about in the future, and if my videos continue, you'll be able to hear all about that. Now, I can't guarantee anything right now. I can't guarantee that I'm going to continue doing this regularly or anything like that, but I'm hoping to start coming back very soon. This is going to be my first attempt back. I missed playing Minecraft on the channel. I really do love playing Minecraft. Since the last time I played Minecraft on this channel, I've actually gotten a new, faster computer that could actually handle recording for extended periods of time. And I'm looking forward to playing it. Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I have a whiny puppy. So, this is Sky Factory 4. It just got released, I think, 4 or 5 days ago. And I've been super pumped to play. I played it a little bit. I even tried starting, this is actually my second attempt to record this episode because the first one didn't take. Don't know why. In fact, you may notice, YouTube world. That's going to be my off-camera world. So, we're going to go ahead and create a new world. YouTube V2. Okay, so, starting off, you may notice this is not the normal create a new world setup. I'm going to allow cheats in case we need a mulligan. Topography is for all of this. I ain't going to do bonus chests, but I'm going to talk about each one of these worlds really quickly. So, Sky Factory 4, obviously the default, a tree on a grass block, not too much complication there, with a void underneath. Nothing more to it. Sky Grid. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this map, but basically it's where almost any or every block in the game will spawn somewhere in this grid, and this grid goes on forever, up all the way to the, I think right before the top of the building limit up and the building limit down has a block in it, all completely measured out to the same amount of space apart. And those grid lines will appear no matter where you're standing. Now those grid lines are kind of different shaped depending on what direction you're looking in, but there are grid lines in every direction you look, and they will not go away because of the way the blocks are all spaced. They are all perfectly spaced apart throughout the entire world, and you can find any block that you find in the mod pack in there, which is pretty freaking sweet. And I'm probably going to do something like that. I don't want to do it for this first world. Or maybe do I? Think about that. The only problem with doing it like that is it's a whole different mod pack, so I don't know. I might just have to do 2 different series just so I can do that, because that does sound like fun. Then there's Compact Skies. This is from a mod called Compact Cubes, I think. And basically you start out in the smallest size cube, which is like a whole pocket dimension, and you have to build out from there. I don't know how you're supposed to expand it from the inside. Normally you have to build a bigger workspace outside of the block, so I don't know how that's supposed to work, but apparently you can upgrade your way to a larger workspace. I'm guessing it was like a special expansion they worked with on, so I don't know. And these 3 are like the default biomes, amplified, default, and large biomes, except you may notice right here it says no ore generation. So you still have to get your iron and all the other ores through the way the mod pack wants you to progress. So, Lost Cities, another really nice looking floating glass things in the sky. Flat biome, no ores in it either. Sky Factory tutorial. Now this one's kind of cool because apparently it teaches you how to do Sky Factory as you start out. So anyone who's new to Sky Factory can mess around with that one. Peace Out it looks just like a normal world, except the difference is mobs won't drop loot, and if you kill a mob, and I don't know if that includes peaceful or not, you will lose the run. The game will exit you out and you lose. So you can't kill anything. Alright, now this one's really cool. I like this one personally, and I want to play this one a lot, but you have to unlock it in something called Prestige, which I have to wait for the freaking update because there's a bug right now, and I'll explain the bug here in a bit. But is that enabled? I think so, yeah. Alright, so basically I'll explain the Prestige stuff, but I can't access any of the Prestige stuff right at the beginning because there's some bug not letting me in. So this is called Sky Factory, a giant tree. Nothing really more to explain than that, but that's basically what it is, and it looks like, yeah, that's definitely a mud tree. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this is basically a Sky Factory world. It's kind of like Stone Factory or whatever, or Stone IO or whatever that mod pack was, where you go from there, except you won't die. There won't be a creature killing you in the dark like there is somewhere else. It's basically just complete stone and other types of other stone surrounding this one tree. There's nothing else. Now this one I feel is kind of a cheaty start. It's a really nicely decorated Astral Sorcery Observatory. I mean, I guess if you're new to Sky Factory, if you want an easy start, I guess that's a good way to go about it. This is called the Sky Village, a good starting point. Sea World, basically you start in a world completely surrounded by water in a glass box that you have to try to build out from. I think this is kind of cool, but I also think it's going to put a lot of challenge on it. You have limited space to work with until you can get more building materials to try to build out from. I think that one could be fun though. This is a similar setup except with lava, so it adds a touch of danger to it. I don't know honestly how you're supposed to do that one without, getting yourself killed. And then the even harder one is the Ender of the Sea, because this liquid, once you touch it, it will teleport you. And if you get teleported outside your box, you're going to die, because you're just going to keep getting teleported until you either end up back in your box or until it teleports you into the void. Alright, now this one's called Bedrock Your World, and this one's the between Bedrock and a hard place. Basically, Bedrock Your World means you can build up and down, but not left, right, forward, or backward. This is the opposite. You can't build up or down, but you can build left, right, forward, or backward. And this is basically instead of having void, having stone, TNT, and then lights out. It's basically the same thing with no skylight. Sticky situation, basically cobwebs instead of void, cobblestone instead of void, sludge instead of void, resonant ender instead of void, jelly cryothium instead of void, liquid pyrotheum instead of the void, lava instead of the void, water instead of the void. This one's kind of cool. It's a one chunk biome. It's pretty set up for you, but there's no ore. Alright, these are the Skylands, which is a personal favorite of mine. I think these are pretty cool. It's little land masses. They don't have any ore, but they're really nice looking, and you can start out building on these. This one I think is really cheaty. As you can tell, those are diamonds. So it's basically the same thing as the Skylands, except you start out with way too many resources. And there's the lava cakes, which I don't see the practicality of. I mean, it's a lot of lava and glass. Makes no sense. Hardcore. And now this one's pretty cool. This is for any of the hardened players that really want to challenge. Hardcore mode, hardcore world with increased mob health, armor, damage, and permanite. This one's even worse because it's hardcore mode with no light. See, this is nighttime. This is just plain pitch black. So, now there's quite a few in here I'd love to do. Project Tree being one of them, Sky Grid, Sky Factory 4, the Sea World, Compact Sky. But we are going to start with Sky Factory 4. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause and get the world started up. Alright guys, I am back. World has started up, we're ready to get started. So, just like any Sky Factory world, you get an achievement book, which, unlike the originals, is automatically refilling. Now, the prestige mode that I was telling you about is all based on this right here. You complete all these advancements on this page and you'll be rewarded with 1 prestige point. Prestige points carry over from world to world, which is really cool. And you have to use these prestige points to buy special things that you can do. Because there's a lot of stuff you can't do right at the beginning without the prestige points. Especially if you have prestige mode turned on. And if you have prestige mode turned off, you could go straight into those without needing the prestige points. But I have it turned on for good reason. Because I really want to experience it that way. And basically we just have to complete this entire chapter here to get 1 prestige point. Which, let me give you an example. Because I can't pull it open right now, because if I do, it it tries to divide something by 0 for some reason, and because of that, it like breaks everything. I don't know why. So okay, all right. Oak tree, a bacon sapling. All right, I never even noticed these. But so, moving on. So we just have to fill out this entire chapter, and we'll get 1 prestige point, which I will be using to get ore excavator. That's one of the things. It's still, and that this mod pack does have vein miner / ore excavator. You just have to unlock it with prestige mode. So I already know how to get started in this pack because it's my 3rd attempt at playing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. So I'm going to try to get a crafting table right here off the get-go. And you may notice this is not a normal tree. It says dirt log, dirt leaves. We'll get into that in just a minute, okay? And a crafting bench. Bam. And unlike original series where you would try to just go ahead and toss all that back in my inventory here. Unlike original Sky Factory series where you had to make a lot of crooks, this crook, when it breaks, it doesn't delete itself. It stays in your inventory so you can repair it. And you can repair it in your inventory with a piece of wood, which is really cool. Since I got 2 saplings, arrange it here, like that. There you go. Now, I'm going to be keeping this arrangement in my inventory pretty much permanently, and I will show you why when we get into it. And I wouldn't say permanently, but for a very long time. At least for the next 3 or 4 episodes, anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly get that. I don't want to put the crafting table at the floor level. It bugs me. And I'm going to have to break it later, and odds are I'm just going to drop it in the void anyway. Alright. Since this spot's the furthest out, it's going right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another tree planting. And just like in other Sky Factory series, we're going to be twerking for trees. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Twerk your booty. Twerk your booty. And I like how they changed the particle effect. Now it comes from the body straight to the tree rather than it just appearing on the tree. So, we grew a tree, and let's go ahead and start harvesting. And you may have noticed that we're gathering from doing the whole cook on the tree and breaking the actual trees themselves. We're gathering 3 different things: saplings, acorns, and the resin. And they all say dirt on them. Well, and you may also notice we're not getting silkworms anymore. That's because they completely done away with how the original Sky Factory startup system works. And now, don't let that deter you. Quite frankly, I was excited to hear about that. I wanted to see how they were going to change out the entire system. Ex Nihilo is no longer the way of progression here. Now it's called Sky Orchards. Sky Orchards. Orchids. I don't fucking know. So, we're going to get more into that as we go. But for now, I'm going to work on expanding this platform a little bit. Gathering wood, gathering some more of the stuff from it, and then I'm not going to make anything other than a bigger platform for now, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. I got my platform all set up here. This is going to be the area where I do a lot of the work at, and I set up 3 little tree platforms. Now you may notice I left out 2 empty spaces, so that way I can set up some more dirt. And you're probably wondering how we get dirt in this pack. Well, this is a little convenient little toolbar. Basically, if I want to save a recipe to be easily accessed over here, all I have to do is just press the A key over a recipe, and it'll automatically save it over here. So I've already got dirt saved over here, and the recipe for it is dirt resin and dirt acorns in that pattern. So easy enough. I can just come over here and I need to make 2 of them. I got enough for 16 apparently. So just pop in one right there and one right there. That would have been a lot easier to expand the platform with that, but that's okay. Next step is we need to move on. So let's look into the quest book. The quest book says I need to make what's called a petrified sapling, or I can also just make a Tinker's Construct drying rack. Because I know what's coming up ahead, I know that I'm going to need 8 of these bad boys. Oh, that actually worked out perfect, because now I can place this one here. 6, 7, 8. First time I've seen it rain in this pack. That's really cool. I love that particle effect. Cool. Now, we made the drying rack. So now I need to make a petrified sapling. Petrified sapling is petrified acorns and a dirt sapling. Okay, we have the dirt sapling, we're going to need the petrified sapling. Okay, I can make it using a dehydrator or a drying rack with a dirt acorn. Yep. Okay, since I need 8, oh look at that, 8 convenient drying racks right there. Neat. So, now we just wait for it to dry. Bam, that happened quick, didn't it? It only took like maybe a minute and a half. So, bam. Sapling. Sweet. Petrified sapling, guys. So, we're going to plop this down. Go ahead and get it going. It'll shift grow just like any other tree will. So, we'll grow it up. Alright. And it has petrified leaves. It's real quick. No. Okay. I'm going to move this up and move it out of my way. A lot more excess than I usually do. Okay, so you may notice that I'm getting the exact same stuff in this go as I was getting before. Petrified saplings, petrified acorns, and petrified resin. So, as you can tell, as you probably can assume, there are the recipes involving this as well. A lot of them. Including cobblestone, which we will need. So, go ahead and mine it down. So basically, this is a cobblestone tree. And the first one was a dirt tree. Kind of getting where how we're starting out here. I personally love the way this system works. I think it's something fresh, innovative, and I think it's really going to work for how the Skypack game is looking. And depending on what world type you play in, this can start out so much differently. So now we have the free space platform. I can do 3 trees at once. And having 3 spaces in between each tree, I have tested it several times. It is enough to go through between each tree. What are you worried about? Sorry, I have this new chihuahua. She whines so much. Like, an obscene amount of times. I've seen that. It's always the whining dog. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you is freaking weird. So, as for what I did with the dirt saplings, I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do this over and over again. Now that I've got 3 trees space to do this, I'm going to work on gathering a lot of the acorns and resin because I'm going to need it for the next part. I'm going to try to gather all that I need before I come back. Okay, back in a bit, guys. Alright guys, I haven't finished doing what I was doing yet, but I wanted to stop to make a special tool to make my life just a little bit easier. I want you guys to see me make it. So, 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's plenty of sticks. And now we're going to take it like this. Ooh, not a hoe. A shovel, an axe, and a pickaxe. Combined together makes it what's called a paxel. And yes, it does have all 3 tools built into them. So, now we can cut this stuff down a little faster. Alright guys, I'm going to get back to it. I will see you later. Alright guys, I am back. I've done it about 3 or 4 times. I've gotten enough to do this a couple of times. Alright, I only technically need 8 though, so I don't know why I was doing that. So, well, the acorn's back right there. Cool. So, the reason we need 8 to make a furnace. Yeah. Plop that down right there. Sweet. We can start making coal to get us some light. So, I'm going to start off by making 1 piece of charcoal. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and make some dirt, because we're going to need it here pretty soon. Restore that. Alright. 1 piece of coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuel efficiency. There we go. Alrighty. Wait for it to go through. Hush! You're not dying. You're just whining. Quit your whining, you big baby. No, no, you're not dying. No. 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 I said no. 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 I said no. I said no. No. Hush. I'm gonna put muzzle on you. You're too voicey of a dog, you know that? Act like you're dying. There we go, got the platform lit up. I'm sorry about my dog in the background. I'm gonna take care of that real quick. I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to take care of my dog. She's being, I had to stop and pet her. She's being adorable. Alright, so Okay, so now we've gotten to this stage. Let's see what's next. I love Lucy. Craft a rustic crushing tub. That's easily done. C-R-U-S-H. Crush. Oh, that's pretty easy. So, done. Sweet. Next. What's next on the list? Eating dirt. Okay then. Alright, real quick. I'm doing a process of turning that into charcoal pieces. You know how charcoal has a burn time of 16? Well, these have a burn time of 2, which is exactly 1 item a piece. So that means dirt acorn. Bam. Alright, that quest is done. Now, wants me to make a gravel sapling, a bone sapling, and a clay sapling. I would definitely want to start with the clay sapling. There's a reason for that. So, clay, the way of making a clay sapling here requires clay acorns. To get a clay acorn, oh, what was the process again? Oh yeah, here. Clay, you can make the clay sapling directly, sorry. Petrified resin, dirt resin, and dirt sapling. We can make that right now, I believe. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and make 3 of them. Just get this stuff anyway. Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. And just so you guys know, so we can just go ahead and cut to the part where I actually have some already. Clay. These are the things you can make with it. Clay acorns, and then, let's see here. Yeah, clay and clay acorns, which clay we're going to need to make clay balls, which we're going to use for other crafting recipes. Clay barrels. That's something we're not going to mess with for a little while. Probably grout here soon. Apparently unhardened stone. That's interesting. Unhardened stone. Yeah. Tiny progressions. Unfired porcelain apparently, which we use to make unfired porcelain blocks, or ceramics, which looks like they're used for Tinker's Construct. Or used the unfired bricks to make porcelain bricks, which again looks like it's for Tinker's Construct. Yep, Tinker's Complement. Okay, so lots of stuff we need clay for, but there's one specific thing we need it for, which I'm not going to spoil yet. So now that I've went over all that, we're going to go ahead and pause and get some more. Alright guys, I'm back. I have been working for a little while, and I got a little bit of clay here. Hold on, I forgot to do one thing. Hold on. Okay, I started me a sapling real quick to do what I'm about to do. Basically, I need 5 of this stuff. And we're going to make what's called a bonsai pot. One of these right here. Okay? Got it. So, take this, plug it down just like that, and bam, bonsai pot. So, I'm going to set this down real quick. Put a piece of dirt in it. And now, we're going to slap one of these clay saplings in it. You may notice it's starting to grow on its own. So we'll give that just a second. There we go. So now I can't do anything with this with my bare hand, but with an axe tool or paxel, I can right click it and get all this stuff with it. Here, stick, clay resin, clay leaves, acorn. So, and then it automatically starts growing back. Pretty cool, huh? Well, this on its own is not very powerful. So, off camera, I didn't just set up this, I didn't just get the stuff to make this one. I got enough to make 75 of it. And this one fills in the final gap. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tear down this one real quick. Not really tear it down, but remove the saplings that are in them. As I set up a second set of clay ones so that way I can speed the process process up. And removing the saplings from them, all it requires is, while it's growing, is a right click and making the unit pop out. There we go. And let me just show you about how long it took. Yeah, these are the resources I collected while I was doing this. This took freaking forever. I've been doing this for about an hour. Just so I can get this set up. So, now, dirt saplings and petrified saplings. I also set up more furnaces in the process. I tried to put them over here so that way you guys wouldn't see it. I wouldn't spoil it. There we go. Should be all filled in. Yep, cool. Yeah. Now, pretty confident to say we can get rid of. And I'll leave them in case I need them. So, the other thing remaining charcoal here. I'm going to rearrange these furnaces now. I think we're about to wrap up this episode, guys. So I've been recording this episode for a while now. Slab furnace away. I don't really want that. I just made this up a second furnace really quickly, like. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we have 4 furnaces on top of everything else we got. Now let's take a quick look at the quest book. We got quite a bit done. Okay, based on what that says, it sounds like getting lava in this is very similar to how it used to be. Okay, well that's good to know. So that means at some point we may not need the petrified plants, which means we could replace this with something else, which is good. I mean, for now we can use it to get some cobblestone. So, that in mind, let's go ahead and get all these extra saplings, which we can use all these leaves and saplings for something at some point, I promise. Drop this off in miscellaneous real quick. Alright, I think we have a good start, guys. A good, solid stepping stone to take. I don't know how long this episode is. I think it's probably about 30-40 minutes, which is about where I want it. I've been cutting a lot, but I've been playing for about 2 or 3 hours now. I got up at 8:30, it's now 10:40. So yeah, 2 hours. So, again guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and record one more episode since I don't have to be at work till 5 today. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, click on the bell down below to let you know when I upload videos to YouTube. Also check out no links in the description, that's old stuff. I used to have a Facebook page. I'm not going to keep up with that thing anymore. It still gets views, which is cool, but I'm not going to be doing anything with it. I'm done with the Facebook page. I'm done with the website. I'm just using YouTube for YouTube. I'm not doing any social media with this channel, at least not for right now. I have already still got all the different accounts claimed in case I do decide to go back to those, but for the time being, I do not. So, this is episode 1, guys. I'm going to upload it today, which is the 19th, and I'll probably get it uploaded as soon as I finish recording this last bit, but then I will start recording episode 2, of which will probably not go up for a day or 2. But guys, like I said, if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have anything to say. But that's going to have to do it for me, guys, so I will see all of your beautiful faces in the next video. Goodbye, guys.